Hello from Frozen Frontiers. Just back at you with another update. So, rearranged my room a little bit, trying to get as much bang out of my buck as I can, considering it's a 8-foot by 7-foot room, so 56 square feet. But yeah, I moved my computer desk over a little bit, just trying to get some more space. I also made brick, kind of a cute little seat down there to sit in. So he's got one down there. He's got, I don't know if I'm actually pointing at the right spot. He got a seat down there. He's got a seat up here, back behind here, and he's got a seat over here. So, try and make him as comfortable as I can get him, considering he's just a baby. But the problem that I have now is that the corner of this desk is too far this way. I need to move my entire hammock up. So I'm probably going to put it about eye level. Then I'll just have a little step stool I use to get up into it and out of it, so not too much of an issue. As far as things that have changed since last update, not really all that much. We're pretty much into the full swing of winter. It's actually been really warm the last couple weeks. It's been above 10 degrees like the whole time. Even at night it doesn't really get very cold. It got up to like 38 degrees, yes. It's either yesterday or 2 days ago, but it was raining. Rain sucks when there's already snow on the ground, just in case y'all were wondering. So, yeah, underneath my house is 39 degrees right now. Outside is 19, and inside is 72. You can see right there. 39, 72, and it might have just switched. I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah. Pellet stove's been working good. I'm almost out of pellets. I'll show you that in a minute. Because yeah, we'll go outside in just a second and I'll show you what I've been up to out there. Since it's been warm, I've been doing a couple things outside. Nothing really all that crazy, but let me put my shoes on. Well, hold on. So today is the 12th of December, 12/12. I believe that means that I should wish my brother a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mike. I think that makes you what? Sorry for outing you. I'll bleep it out. But happy birthday. Thank you for all of your continued support. Thanks for being an awesome brother. It's, I've known you my whole life, obviously. You haven't known me your whole life, but most of it. No, I'm proud of you and the example that you lead and the things that you do. You know, you're always helpful and always willing to jump in, help people with things, which is just fantastic. There's not enough people like that in the world, so you make a positive impact, and I know all the people around you appreciate it. But happy birthday, and we'll go on with the video here. So I'll get my shoes on, head outside, show you guys some stuff. It'll probably get a little bit noisy when we get over there. So there's a couple of things that I got, and I'll show you one of them. So these they're to move a shipping container. So you put a wheel on this side. It's just like standard lug nuts. You put a wheel on this side, and then it's got tools in here, things that you attach to right here. And this goes into the corner post of the container. I'll show you in a minute how it goes in there. But it goes into the corner post of the container. And then when you lift up the container, you put this whole thing on and then set it down, and then it's on a wheel. So then you have each corner. So we've got 4 of these. Then you have each corner of these is on a wheel. So then you can move a container super easy. Barely an inconvenience. I'll probably get copyrighted just for saying that. Oh well. They can have all my money from the revenue. So a big thing that I have been working on, you see the vehicle's moved. That's been fun. So I only moved it back a little bit. I got the snow out of the way. I'll show you what I have to do. So basically what's happening with it is, I believe that the oil pump is just shot. So when it's running, it's got the oil light on, it's got the drivetrain light on. To replace the oil pump, you have to do a lot of things. So one of the things that you have to do, you have to take off the entire exhaust manifold from the front here, because the exhaust goes down and below the engine. And to get to the oil pump, you have to take the oil pan off. So you have to get everything that's below the oil pan off. Also, you have to take the serpentine belt off, which is over here, down in there. Probably can't see it. You might be able to see it a little bit. But the serpentine belt's pretty easy to take off on these. It's I don't know if it's a stretch belt because it does have a tensioner pulley, but I was able just to pull it with my hands off the side of it. I mean, it took some cajoling and He-Man muscle strength, I guess, to get it out, but it came out without too much of a problem. Then, I don't know how good this is going to do. You have to take all the bolts off around the oil pan down there. And the AC compressor has to come off too. I probably didn't point at anything, but I wanted to use my selfie stick, so I put y'all under the engine. But yeah, you have to take the AC compressor out because it's bolted onto the oil pan. Like the oil pan is bolted onto so many things, it's really dumb. I don't know why they didn't have like a mid oil pan like on the SVT. They have a lower oil pan that you take off, and then like a mid casing that is like the surrounding for it, and you can just take the lower oil pan off to get to everything that's in the bottom of the engine. Then you don't have to take off the serpentine belt, you don't have to take off all the other crap to get to it. One thing I did notice when I came back out, I had jacked this whole thing up quite a bit. You can see the jack down there is tilted, and the wheel chocks are no longer under the wheels. So during the night, it must have melted the snow enough to get it to shift. I mean, when I put this thing up on jacks, I pushed on it really hard, like front and back, trying to move it just to make sure that it wasn't going to fall down on me. But it fell down, so obviously it was movable. But I guess just not while I was under it. So I'll have to be more careful next time and put the chocks under the front part of the tire. Because if it falls, I'd much rather it fall backwards, because then it's going to be going off of me instead of more onto me. If it were to go more onto me, that'd be a problem. But I don't know, maybe I could just strong press this thing off, because it's like 72 pounds tops, maybe 80. Still absolutely nothing on my truck. I don't really like to badmouth people because I don't know what's going on in their life, and I know that he's kind of like a personal mechanic, where he's under a business because that's what it's listed as on Google, but he's had that truck now for 7 weeks. And if I'd have known it would have taken him that long to get to it, I would have just kept my appointments at other places, because I had to make appointments for other places because they've got a backlog. Well, apparently he does too. But I'm a little bit frustrated by it because the cost on the rental just went up quite a bit. I'm assuming because of the holidays. It was pretty cheap, but the price almost doubled. So I'm not very happy about that. Now I have to rent a car, which is why I started working on this, was because, I mean, I'm pretty sure that as soon as I get that oil pump in there, that it'll be fixed. Unless there was a long time with it lacking oil to the top of the engine, which I kind of doubt it, then it should be fine. I'm pretty sure that what happened is this dude didn't drive it for, let's see, the license plate says it expired in 21. So I'm pretty sure it hasn't been driven in 3 years. Well, the timing belts in these, they're inside of the engine. It's called a wet belt system. And what happens is, because it's in with all of the oil, if you don't put the exact kind of oil that they want and don't change your oil frequently enough, which they recommend every 4,000 miles, then it starts to degrade the belt. Well, as the belt degrades, all the fibers inside of the belt and all the little chunks of rubber that start falling off of it just get clogged up inside of the oil pump. As soon as that happens, you stop getting oil to the top of the engine, and when you don't have enough oil pressure in the top of the engine, the car basically goes into limp mode. So, like, I can move the car around, it'll start and run just fine, but I'm certain that there's not enough oil getting to the top of the engine, and it's just locking up that variable valve timing. Because as soon as I get over like 2, maybe 3,000 RPMs, it kind of depends on if there's like a load behind the tires, which makes sense. Because if I just were to start it and press the gas, it'd rev all the way up to 5,000-6,000 RPMs. It might die afterward, but it'll go all the way up. But yeah, I'm pretty certain that it's just not getting enough oil, which is a little bit annoying, but oh well. I did have to buy a new battery for the excavator. So there's a new battery in it. I got it moved, and I mean, it started up just fine with the new battery. It's been kind of struggling with that battery that's in there for a little while, so figured I should probably just redo it. It'll get a little bit loud, but I told him this generator broke again. So this nice Generac that I've got, it broke again. I told him that the starter was going to go out again and that they need to order me a new starter. I was hoping that they would order more than was just one, so that I could buy 2 of them and have one on the shelf for when it goes out again, because I'm certain it will be going out again. Because this generator, specifically my model, has one of the worst starters that at least a lot of people on YouTube have said that they've ever seen. They're like the #1 thing that goes out on these generators. So that's fun. Anyway, I'll go over there and show you where that is. It's gonna get loud. I would turn my generator off, but I don't really want to. But luckily, this generator here still works just fine. All I have to do is just put some gasoline in it. This one's empty. Put some gasoline in the top, put the choke on, choke's down here, that little switch right there, and then just press the start button, it starts right up. So in this generator, I need to lock it up before I leave. Starter, it's right there. It has 2 bolts, 1 bolt there, and 1 bolt on the other side. They're really easy to get off. They're a headset, probably like a, I don't know, 25 or a 30. So it comes out really easy. You just have to take the power lines off. Make sure that you undo these, turn this off, and switch on the back there to make sure it's all off. But yeah, it's really easy. Really, really easy. That's really loud when you've got that panel open. Jeez. Oh, okay. So then coming into the shed here, that's quite a bit quieter. I have 1 bag left of pellets. And that's probably the biggest reason why I'm frustrated about my truck, is because I could really use more pellets. I'm probably gonna have to pay to have them delivered. It's gonna be 70 bucks. But that's better than renting a truck from there just to bring the pellets here, or making 4 trips in a car just to get them loaded here. So, oh yeah, I need to show you the corner of the container where that wheel goes on. There's nothing new out here in the shed. The pipes haven't been freezing. It's been warmer, so that's probably why. But also I did reinforce like every pipe here with more heat stuff, and it's all been working great since I got it nailed down. I really do think that my biggest problem was just that the shed room that all the electrical and water is in was just getting too cold. I think it was just getting too cold and just freezing it. Oh, that is actually something that's new that I can show you. So I got my container bolted in on the corners here. So each corner has, that's completely, oh, it's not completely frozen. Each corner has one of these. I'm probably gonna put another one on over here. next year when it thaws out a little bit. It's a lot of ice right there. Yeah, each corner has one of those. So if there was an earthquake, I mean, it would probably still bounce around, especially this direction, but it shouldn't come off of here. These bolts I drilled in that direction, so they do actually have more than just that 1 inch. Making a slide here. There we go. Put that back. Put that back. Oh, I forgot to burn the styrofoam. I'm doing more burning tonight, so I'll burn it tonight. Yeah, the corners. The thing that I've told you twice now that I'd show you. So when it slides in, when the wheel slides in, it just slides into right here, and then when you put pressure on it, so there's a thing that is shaped kind of like my fingers are right now. So when you slide it in, you slide it in you slide it in like this, and then you turn it, and then it locks into place so that it can't come back out. That took a long time for me to figure out with my fingers. That's dumb. Anyway, so yeah, you lock it in, and then you just let the pressure off. It sets down on the tire, and then you have an axle that is on your container and makes it way easier to move. The reason that I put these on, well, A, because I need them for an earthquake, but B, I need them for a appraisal. So I'm getting my place appraised right now. They came out, they did the appraisal already, but I haven't gotten word back on what it's worth. So the mortgage hasn't gone through yet. Hopefully it can soon, so that'll be pretty nice. And then whenever I need to do more, I just refinance or whatever it takes to get more money, because that's what the world runs on, is money. Made up invisible money that is electrical signals inside of a computer. But yeah, like I said, I mean, it's been warm out here. It's 20 degrees right now. I think last time I was on the horn with you guys, it was like -15 or something. So yeah, it's quite a bit warmer. But yeah, I think that we'll end it there. I'm pretty excited to go back to Utah and see everybody for Christmas. Have our good old Christmas party. But in that light, I probably won't have another video out before Christmas. So whenever it comes around, Merry Christmas and enjoy the holidays, even if you don't celebrate them. It's always good to take a break and, you know, get away from the hustle and bustle of life. So be sure to take the time and enjoy yourself. I know I will. It should be snowing some more before then up here. They're saying the weather's gonna turn back cold again in the next week or two. So we'll get more snow out here, and who knows, maybe I'll have another update before Christmas, because I'll have a big storm that comes in and just dumps a bunch of snow, and I just want to show you guys. But yeah, wherever you're at, I hope you have a good one. In the light of Christmas being around the corner, I'll just share a thought. It's kind of a quote, really, that I heard the other day. It was, I hope I haven't actually shared this quote before, but it really did stick with me. Helping someone may not just change the world, but it might just change their world. I don't know where the quote came from, but I heard it, and I really like it. It's definitely something to keep in mind. Especially, like, I have opportunities all the time. I'll see people slid off the side of the road. I don't always take those opportunities, especially if they're slid off the side of the road and obviously pretty stuck, but fine. I mean, my car ain't gonna do anything. My rental car ain't gonna do anything with that. But when I get my truck back, I'll probably stop a couple times and help people out, because it's every time that it rains, people are just off the roads, and I get it. Like, even if you drive in this all the time, it only takes the one time of your back end swinging out, and if you don't recover properly, sometimes there isn't recovery to it, but it only takes the one time, and then you're, you know, up to your fenders and a snowbank, and your front tires won't move, or your back tires won't move, and then you're stuck. So anyway, have a good one. It's the third time I've done an outro, but we'll catch you in the next one.